You know, the more this season evolves, the less I envy the playoff committee, because the notion of being able to define the four very best teams in the country seems virtually impossible, unless, of course, you play in the SEC West. I mean, let's face it, the SEC West is the cadre of cannibals. Mississippi State topping Auburn, that is a statement game. Nobody, not even the SEC haters, can deny that. Ole Miss taking it to Alabama, that's a pretty big deal. But what do we do with Florida State, a dominant team in a weak ACC that got throttled on both sides of the ball in the first half against Notre Dame, but rode Jameis Winston its knight in chinked armor to the finish line and should smoothly gallop through the rest of a week's schedule? Are the Noles really a playoff team? What do we do with Michigan State, a one-loss team that kept it close at Oregon Week 2, shut down one of the nation's top running backs in Nebraska's Amir Abdullah, and has dominated the schedule, but dominated in a very mediocre Big Ten? What do we do with Oregon, which topped the Spartans yet fell to Arizona at home, beat UCLA, albeit a Bruins team that's playing well below expectations? Outside of Michigan State, there's no one remotely resembling an SEC West team on the Duck slate, so are they a playoff team? And what do we do with TCU, arguably the most balanced team in the Big 12 on both sides of the ball, but one that blew a massive lead to a Baylor team that just got throttled at West Virginia, a squad that, while yes improving, still isn't exactly on anybody's big bowl radar. The committee has at its disposal an interesting data set called relative scoring offense and relative scoring defense, which calculates how many points a team puts up or allows relative to the opponent's averages. But if your opponents aren't really quality opponents, then how truly indicative a statistic is it? Look, I love that we have a playoff, and I love that humans and not computers will debate and discuss and poke and prod until the best four teams are so appointed. But let's just dispel the notion right now that the naysayers will sit with buttoned lip once this is all said and done. And come to think of it, that's probably the way college football likes it.